it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a TBR. I'm going to be selecting my TBR stack for the month of April 2022. I do have a couple books that are already selected, and then the rest I'm going to be using my TBR game to select. As you see, my cat Marty is very excited to be here again. Yeah, look at you. The first book that I want to tell you about is my Book of the Month selection. I selected Like a Sister by Kellye Garrett. When the body of disgraced reality TV star Desiree Pierce is found on a playground in the Bronx the morning after her 25th birthday party, the police and the media are quick to declare her death an overdose. It's a tragedy, certainly, but not a crime. But Desiree's half-sister, Lena Scott, knows that can't be the case. A graduate student at Columbia, Lena has spent the past decade forging her own path far from the spotlight. But some facts about Desiree just couldn't have changed since their childhood. And Desiree would never travel above 125th Street. So why is no one listening to her? Despite the bitter truth that the two haven't spoken in 2 years, torn apart by Desiree's partying and by their father, Mel, a wealthy and influential hip-hop mogul, Lena becomes determined to find justice for her sister, even if it means untangling her family's darkest secrets or ending up dead herself. A riveting read-through-the-night thriller. That's what I want. I want books, hence my page name, keep me up all night. I want books that are that good that I can't even go to sleep. I have to keep reading. The next book is one of my book club reads, and it is Enduring Love by Ian McEwan. Joe planned a postcard-perfect afternoon in the English countryside to celebrate his lover's return after 6 weeks in the States. The perfect day turns to nightmare, however, when they are involved in a freak ballooning accident in which a boy is saved, but a man is killed. In itself, the accident would change the couple and the survivors' lives, filling them with an uneasy combination of shame, happiness, and endless self-reproach. But fate has far more unpleasant things in store for Joe. Meeting the eye of fellow rescuer Jed Perry, for example, turns out to be a very bad move, for Jed is instantly obsessed, making the first of many calls to Joe and Clarissa's London flat that same night. Soon he's openly shadowing Joe and writing him endless letters. Worst of all, Jed's version of love comes to seem a distortion of Joe's feelings for Clarissa. Apart from the incessant stalking, it is the conditionals, the contingencies that most frustrate Joe, a scientific journalist. If only he and Clarissa had gone straight home from the airport. If only the wind hadn't picked up. If only he had saved Jed's 29 messages in a single day. So I can see why this is considered a thriller book. The book club that I'm referring to is a Thriller Reads book club. And that does sound kind of creepy to have somebody start stalking you after an event, right? The next book is a ARC book that I'm going to be receiving. It's called Simmering with Resentment, a cookbook Nook mystery number 11, and it's a cozy mystery novel. And it comes out on the 26th of April. With Bride's Dream Expo in town, it's all things wedding in Crystal Cove, including at the Cookbook Nook, where owner Jenna Hart is preparing for her own wedding in just a few short weeks. But there's a dark cloud hanging over the festive mood by the name of Sarita Strachline, a woman Jenna helped convict of arson, who is now out of jail and bent on revenge. And when Jenna and Rhett's intimate prenuptial dinner is rocked by an explosion that nearly takes Rhett's life, Jenna can't help but think Sarita is to blame. Desperate to prove Sarita's guilt, but consumed by worries over Rhett's condition, Jenna reluctantly lays her case out for the police and leaves the investigation in their methodical hands. Still, she can't help piecing together the clues, and as the evidence begins to mount, Jenna realizes that revenge may be a dish best served cold. But she can cook up a scheme of her own to bring the culprit to justice. She just has to hope it doesn't blow up in her face. And I'm trying to read a classic each month of the year. I haven't been doing a very good job of that lately. I need to get caught up. But the one that I selected for the one that I selected for April is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. This is a book too. It's a very long book. It's very pretty though. A magnificent drama of vengeance, infidelity, and retribution. Anna Karenina portrays the moving story of people whose emotions conflict with the dominant social mores of their time. Sensual, rebellious Anna falls deeply and passionately in love with the handsome Count Vronsky. When she refuses to conduct the discreet affair that her cold, ambitious husband and Russian high society would condone, she is doomed. Set against the tragic love of Anna and Vronsky, the plight of the melancholy nobleman Konstantin Levin unfolds. In doubt about the meaning of life, haunted by thoughts of suicide, Levin's struggles echo Tolstoy's own spiritual crisis, but Anna's inner turmoil mirrors the own emotional imprisonment and mental disintegration of a woman who dares to transgress the strictures of a patriarchal world. In Anna Karenina, Leo Tolstoy brought to perfection the novel of social realism and created a masterpiece that bared the Russian soul. And I've heard this is supposed to be one of the greatest love stories of all time. So we'll see. That's a pretty tall order, right? And now we get to go to the fun part, the card game. So I've got my deck of cards here and some die. Okay, 10. Okay, card number 10 is the 7 of Diamonds. The 7 of Diamonds is a book with a green cover. Okay. How about this one? Neuromancer by William Gibson. Neuromancer was the first fully realized glimpse of humankind's digital future. A shocking vision that has challenged our assumptions about technology and ourselves, reinvented the way we speak and think, and forever altered the landscape of our imaginations. Well, this is a subject that I've been thinking about a lot lately, how much technology affects our lives. The copyright for this book is 1984. 1984, that's ironic. Okay. 3. Ooh, another diamond. Number 3 is the 4 of diamonds. A book with a purple cover. Okay. Does this count as purple? Yeah, it's lavender. I really want to read this, so I'm kind of excited that this is the one that I grabbed. This is Farewell, My Lovely by Raymond Chandler. Marlowe's about to give up on a completely routine case when he finds himself in the wrong place at the right time to get caught up in a murder that leads to a ring of jewel thieves, another murder, a fortune teller, a couple more murders, and more corruption than your average graveyard. Okay. Wow, that sounds pretty fascinating. Apparently, the last person that had this book was taking a class, because now I love this. When I love used books, and I love it when the previous reader has left something behind for me. It just makes me feel connected to other people who've read the book. And on this one, it says, new character, Miss Anne Riordan. And then it's got hyperbole and characterization. So I'm assuming this person was probably taking a class and had to read this book. Oh, that's wonderful. And they were nice enough to put the characters with a brief description in the front, which I usually do, but I don't have to now. And apparently this person got a 15 on this project, or maybe a book report. I love that. This book has a copyright of 1940. One of my favorite decades of movies. I love movies from the 40s. Okay, I just rolled a 5. The 5th card is the Ace of Clubs. Hi, Marty. Okay, the Ace of Clubs is a book that is set in high school. Come on over here. Well, there's a bunch of those in here. Hi. What are you doing? No, don't scratch that, please. Sit in high school. I think I might go with this one. Christopher Pike Dies Softly. I love these Christopher Pike and R.L. Stine books. Herb just wanted to photograph the cheerleaders in the school showers. He planted his camera high in the corner where no one could see it and rigged it to a special homemade timer. He did this Thursday night, and he hoped by Friday night to have an exciting roll of film to develop. But a girl dies Friday afternoon. On the surface, it appears to be nothing more than a tragic car accident. But when Herb finally does collect his roll of film, he develops a picture that shows a shadowy figure sneaking up on the girl who dies, sneaking up on her with a baseball bat. It makes Herb wonder if the girl was dead long before the car accident. But unfortunately for Herb, he doesn't wonder if the murderer knows who took the picture. And this was, let's see, and this has a copyright of 1991. Sounds creepy in more ways than one. Somebody recording in a shower. That's like a big fear, I think, for every woman that thought of that kind of stuff happening. I have to show you what Marty's doing right now. There he is, laying on the books that I selected. Marty. The cards are right here under him. You comfortable? You look very comfortable, Martin. Yeah, you are? Okay. Oh, okay. Now you're up. Don't spin around too much. I don't want you to knock my coffee over. Oh my gosh. No, don't bite that. Don't bite that. Why are you like this? And it's always when I'm filming. Like, you're not anywhere near this bad when I'm not filming. It's like you want to show off or something. So that is it for the books that I'm going to be hopefully reading in the month of April. I'm trying to stick with my TBR stacks. Unfortunately, I most of the time don't get to all of them. I mean well. Say bye, Marty. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books or if you want to read any of these books. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Happy reading. Bye.